Welcome to this edition of Chess Endgames. Rook Endgames are the most common endgames in chess, and it is essential to know what you're doing. A limited knowledge of these endgames will serve every player well. Today we're going to look at the Lucena position. This occurs in Rook and Pawn versus Rook endgames. The Lucena is a winning technique for the player with the extra pawn. This position is the basic setup where the Lucena method can be used. In this position, it is white to move. White starts with Rook d1 check. Because this is a bishop's pawn, White has an alternative winning method with Rook h1, with the idea of going to h8 and then g8. And now White's king moves out of the way with king g7, and Black cannot stop White from queening. He throws in a few checks, and White wins. But after Rook d1 check, which is the Lucena method, King e6. If Black plays King e6, White goes King e8 and White queens. If King c6, White plays King e7. White is running to promote, so Black checks with Rook e2 check, King d8, and White runs again to promote, so Black must attack it. Rook f2, Rook d7, Rook f1, King e8, Rook f2, and now White wins with Rook e7. Of course, f8 queen would be a horrible blunder, as Black takes the queen and then takes White's rook, and it's a draw. That leaves King c7, and now White plays Rook d4, trying to build a bridge. This rook will act as a shield for the White king. White makes no progress if he plays King e7, as he has no shield against the checks. Rook e2 check, King f6, Rook f2 check, King g7, Rook g2 check, and White has to go in front of his pawn again. So instead, White plays Rook d4, and the purpose of which we will see soon. Rook g1, King e7. White rents a queen, so Black has to check. Rook e1 check, King f6, Rook f1 check, King e6. Now White is not threatening the queen, but he threatens Rook d5 to f5. For example, if Black plays Rook f2, White goes Rook d5, Rook f1, Rook f5, and Black cannot stop White from queening. If instead Black plays Rook e1 check, White plays King f5, Rook f1 check, Rook f4, White's rook acts as a shelter for the king, and White promotes.